What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Alright, so going to be doing some Gran Turismo 7 for you guys today. And luckily, the good news is that I should be back on with my regular recording schedule this week. So going to be working on this for the first day this week, and then going to be working on some, getting back into working on some of my playthrough projects for you guys, My Sims Kingdom, The Last of Us Remastered, and of course finally getting back to doing some Rock Band for you guys. I know some of you guys out there really enjoy that, so going to be getting back into doing some of that as well. But I figured I'd kick off the week with a little bit of GT7 because they actually released a new layout for Francorchamps, the 24-hour version, which I looked at the track layouts and they look pretty much exactly the same. They even have like the exact same mileage, so I'm not sure like what exactly the difference is between this circuit and the 24-hour circuit, which is going to be the circuit that I'm doing this time, and the regular circuit. I'm not really sure what the difference is. But yeah, I mean, either way, I don't really care that much. It's an excuse for me to play some more Gran Turismo 7. I mean, granted, not that I really need an excuse, but still. It should be fun. And all that good shit. So, yeah. Good shit. I'm also going to be doing, racing a few new cars for you guys today. A few cars that I have not done yet. And, yeah, so kicking things off today, and I'm very excited for this first one, the Jeep. Going to be trying out the 1945 Wiley's MB Jeep. And, very excited to try this one out. This is a car I've wanted to try, like, ever since I first saw it in this game. I'm like, ooh, I want to buy one of those. And it was surprisingly cheap, too. Like, this vehicle was surprisingly cheap. I thought it would be expensive because it's so old, But it was very cheap. It was like less than 30,000 credits. So I'm like, oh, hell yeah, I'm picking that up. It's not a fast car, but, despite the fact that it's not a fast car, it's still a very cool car to have in my collection, I mean, it's got 60 horsepower, but, still a very cool car to have in my collection. Again, a lot of the older cars are incredibly expensive, like the old school Alfa Romeo that I want to get at some points, like 20 million credits, which is just fucked. I mean, understandably, but still. And the old school Mercedes, but yeah, so I'm so glad this one was cheap. It was like one of the cheapest legendary cars I've seen so far, actually, but one of the coolest in my opinion, so very excited to take this thing out for a spin for the first time. It does have a custom paint scheme, kind of like an army-style paint scheme. So thank you to the artist who did the paint scheme on this one. Whoever you are, you did a great job. It's one of those, again, usually when I download paint schemes, I just download them from the Gran Turismo servers. So I don't really know like who does the paint schemes or whatever. Just random people in the Gran Turismo community. But still, thank you nonetheless. It's an excellent paint scheme for this vehicle. And it's going to be a fun vehicle. So looking forward to taking this thing out for a spin, so what do you say we fucking get this show on the road? Let's get some music going, and, yeah. If the thing will load, there we go. Alright. Let's do this shit. The fucking Jeep. Let's go. Oh, so they start you off at a different spot in the track. Okay, so is that the main difference between this part and the other circuits, is that they start you off in a different part of the track? I wonder if that is the main difference between the two tracks, is that they start you off in a different part of the track. Interesting. Okay. So it would appear that this thing does not have a particularly high top speed. I can't say that I'm all that surprised. I don't expect to win this race either. Again, typically speaking, I race all of my vehicles stock. There are a few vehicles here or there that I've made minor upgrades to, but typically speaking, I race all of my vehicles stock. I don't soup them up typically. There's like maybe one or two vehicles that I've actually modified, but much beyond that. I mean, much beyond I'll add a nitrous tank, to some of my vehicles. But much beyond that, I don't really like to screw with the original setups. I like to race the vehicles as they were originally designed, I want to feel like I'm racing the real life, counterpart of that vehicle. Which is why I typically don't like to soup up my vehicles very much. I like to race all my vehicles stock. But yeah, it's cool getting to take this thing out for a spin. It's cool shit. Yeah, I tried to push it a little too much there. That's okay. That's how shit is sometimes. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that the only real difference between the 24-hour version of the track and the regular version of the track is where they have the start-finish line. I'm going to assume that that's the main difference. Because, I mean, the track is like exactly the same otherwise. So, yeah, I'm going to assume that that's the main difference. That's about all I got. I don't think I'm really going to be able to outspeed him. Yeah, 'cause that's about all I got. Figure maybe get him on the long run there. Ooh, it's gonna be close. Bumped into me a little bit there. shit, slid a little too much there. Trying to keep an eye on him based on where his lights are. Oh shit, slid a little too much. Come on, you bitch. Oh, okay. So the race did finish up there. That's kind of weird how that works. So the start-finish line kind of changes then? They start you off on that one straight away, but then the race ends there. That's kind of odd, but okay. But how about that? Got a win. Had to race for that one, though. Had to put the block on him. But, yeah, how about that? The little Jeep did get the job done. Actually wasn't expecting to win that one, but, yeah, I had to try to stay focused and trying to block that guy. But, yeah. It's actually funny today. I ended up with a lot more time to record with today than I was expecting. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have done, like, you know, any new cars for you guys today. But I ended up with a little more time to work with today than I expected. Because I originally thought that I started work at, I thought I started work at 3:45 today, but it turns out that I'm the later guy today, so I don't start till like 5:15. So I got a little more time to fuck with today than I expected, so I'm able to show off some new vehicles for you guys. But yeah, I like the paint scheme that was done for that one. Whoever was the artist who did the paint scheme for that one, they definitely did a good job with it. But yeah, a car was about what I expected. I mean, I didn't expect it to be fast. That's for damn sure. I mean, it wasn't dreadfully slow, I guess, but I mean, it was pretty slow. You know, compared to modern vehicles. But again, with a vehicle like that, that's from, you know, 1945 with 60 horsepower, you're not going to expect it to be, you know, fast. But it was fun, I gotta say. I had a lot of fun that race. That was for damn sure. But yeah, either way, also, I'm excited to be back, you know, with my normal kind of recording schedule now. So that's good. This week, again, I won't be able to record tomorrow, unfortunately, because I have to get my an oil change done on my car, so I'm going to try to get that done tomorrow. So, you know, just hop over to Walmart and get that knocked out. So I'm going to do that probably, and then, yeah, I'm also going to probably end up mowing my mom's yard on that day as well. So I got some lawn mowing that needs to get done, and then, yeah. Got lawn mowing that needs to be done, and then fucking, yeah, it's just, it's not going to be, you know, I'm not going to have time to record on that day at all. Between, you know, again, getting an oil change for my car, and then possibly getting some more gas for my car, too. Maybe even a car wash. Yeah, just going to be too busy tomorrow. But luckily, the rest of the week, again, like I was talking about before, I should get back to my normal, recording schedule. I got, my 2 playthrough projects I'm going to be working on this week. That being, again, My Sims Kingdom and The Last of Us Remastered. I'm looking forward to getting back into both of those games. Not sure how much longer I have left to go in The Last of Us Remastered, or if I'll even end up beating the game, who knows. I'm pretty bad at that game, so there's no guarantee that I'm actually going to complete that playthrough. In the sense that I'm going to beat the game. I'm going to complete the playthrough one way or the other, whether I'm able to beat the game or not, but I don't know, how long that game is or whatever, so... Yeah, but either way, I've had a lot of fun doing that project, The Last of Us Remastered. That's been a fucking blast, so I'm looking forward to getting back into that. Although, I mean, those videos, when I originally released them, they didn't really get a whole lot of views from you guys. The Last of Us Remastered. But again, like I've said many times on this channel, that's not why I do what I do. I don't do what I do because I expect my videos to get 1 million views or any of that bullshit. I could honestly care less. Bottom line is I'm having a lot of fun with, playing The Last of Us Remastered, and if people don't want to watch it, well, it's your fucking loss, man, because that's some great content. So, but yeah, either way, I'm looking forward to hopping back into that. Don't know if any of you guys out there are looking forward to more of that content, but either way, definitely looking forward to hopping back into that game. And, of course, more Rock Band coming your way. I know I've been... for it seems like the past month or 2, or maybe even 3, have been definitely neglecting my my Rock Band playthrough, but that will be no more, as I will fully intend to do another set of Rock Band songs this week, get another set of songs knocked out for you guys, and have ourselves some fun with that too. So yeah, getting back into my regular recording schedule now that I'm put that other project of showing off all those brand new games, I've put that on a indefinite hiatus for now. Not necessarily indefinite, but you know what I mean. I've put that project on ice for now. Just because of how things are going in my personal life, it's better if I just stick to my normal recording schedule for now. And my normal recording schedule is a lot of fun. So, I'll be doing my normal, I'll be doing shit like this every once in a while, your normal pick up and play games. If they release more tracks for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I'll be showing those off and shit. So, yeah, doing some of my Pokemon Battle Revolution discussion battles some weeks. Maybe doing some more of The Sims 2. Sky's the limit as far as that's concerned, But I will get back to working on some of my playthrough projects as well as working on Rock Band. So I'm gonna get back into, back into the swing of things as far as working on that shit. But it has been an interesting year so far of recording videos. That's for damn sure. Some fun new shit in there for you guys. So, yeah, it's been good. But yeah, I was just, for the, last part of this race, I was just trying to keep my eye on, okay, where are his lights at? Where do I have to go to block him? Because I wanted to stay on top of that. And I was trying my best to stay on top of that. Because I knew he was racing a faster car than mine. Again, in my defense, my car is more than half a century older than the one that he was racing. It's his car's 70 years newer than that one, I think, if I'm doing my math right. So, yeah, I knew I had to be on top of my shit. But yeah, I am super glad to add this car to my collection. And to have this car in my collection. It's a vintage kind of car. So So, really glad to have, you know, an older car in my collection. That is very cool. So, yeah, awesome shit. Definitely excited to do more races with that thing, that's for damn sure. Alright. Well, either way, guys, that'll do it for the first race. Stay tuned for the next one coming up next. And until then, peace out.